Am I the asshole for wearing a wedding dress at a wedding? So, my friend, 20 female, and I, 19 male, have been friends for a few years, and she recently got engaged. A week ago, I got a DM for her for a small costume party she was hosting as a celebration for her getting engaged. I asked if there was a theme, and she said there wasn't. I'm a cosplayer, so I had a lot of choices. I didn't want to rock up in an anime cosplay, so I thought it'd be funny to go to an engagement party as the corpse bride. I arrived at our house yesterday and everything seemed normal. A few people complimented my costume and I was having a lot of fun. After 10 minutes, my friend's fiance walked out in a black tuxedo and announced that this is actually their wedding. Apparently, my friend saw a video of someone doing this and wanted to do the same. He asked us all to go to the backyard for the ceremony to begin. I went straight to him. I asked him if I should go home quickly and change my outfit and that I would get back before it started. He told me it was fine since I didn't know that this was a wedding. I trusted him and followed everyone outside. They got married and everything seemed good. The reception was just in their house again, so everyone just walked back inside and picked up where they left off. I tried talking to my friend and celebrating with her, but she just kept making excuses not to talk to me. I assumed it was just because she was tired from the big day and wanted some alone time. I didn't bother her after that and the party soon ended. I got home and half an hour passed when my phone started getting notifications. I checked and it was my friend texting me. She was cussing me out and telling me how I ruined her wedding. I was really confused and asked what I did. That only made her more angry. She told me it was basic knowledge not to wear a wedding dress to a wedding. I reminded her that I had no idea it was a wedding and that I asked her now husband if I should change and he said it was fine. She didn't respond, but I got a text from her husband. He asked why I would tell her that he said it was fine. I told him he said it was fine. Then he said how I should have changed anyways and it's my fault that the two are now fighting over this. I tried texting her that I was sorry and if I had known I wouldn't have done it. I woke up today and saw her and her husband have blocked me on everything. So am I the asshole for not changing out of the wedding dress when I found out it was actually a wedding?
No. This new husband of hers sucks.
Piece of work.
Sucks.
Question though, like is he like their next door neighbor? He's saying the wedding is starting. How are you leaving, changing, and coming back and you're gonna not miss it? Like, do you have a change of clothes in your car or do you live next door? Because you are missing it, bro. She's walking down in 2 minutes.
Well, I mean, he probably would have missed it, I think. But he would have been there for the party.
Well, yeah, would have been there for the reception.
Yeah. But no, like, you literally did everything you could. Like, you asked. You knew, like, you realized, oh, maybe this, like, isn't really appropriate. This was a surprise, a stupid surprise, actually, I will say. Like, I would never do this. I would never be like, surprise, you're all at my wedding. People would get upset.
And then be upset that they didn't wear the right thing?
Yes, exactly. Like,
what are the chances that several people could have wore white?
A costume party, too. Like,
yeah.
I don't like that. People are, like, really freaking weird.
I do have a question, though.
What?
Do you think that maybe any kind of do you think it's still inappropriate to wear a wedding dress to an engagement party?
I did think that at first. Like, it is a little bit weird. But he went as the corpse bride.
And it's a costume party.
It's a costume party. I think it's actually, like, kind of funny. Like, it's on theme for an engagement party.
Kind of, right?
Like, it's like, everybody knows you're not the bride to be. Like,
yeah.
I think it's funny. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Top comment. Not the asshole. The facts of this are pretty simple. 1. You were told this is a costume party, so you wore a costume. 2. When asked about a theme, you were not given any restrictions. 3. They sprung a surprise wedding on you. 4. Once you realized this, you asked the groom if you should go home and change, and the groom said no. They had multiple chances to get you to change, and they didn't take any of them. So getting mad with you after the fact doesn't make any sense.
Yep. The groom is a little bitch.
So there's an update.
Whoa!
I honestly didn't think this would get as much attention as it did, and I've tried reading through all the comments, but damn, there was a lot. I do appreciate everyone's feedback. The original post got up to 40,000 upvotes. Also, I'm not sharing photos, sorry, just for privacy reasons. Now, the update. Since they blocked me on everything, I didn't try to reach out since it would be a waste of effort. But I didn't block them back. If they wanted to talk, I was fine with it. 2 days ago, I was unblocked by my friend. She asked if we could call and talk about what happened, and I agreed. She apologized for blowing up at me like she did, but also told me she was still upset. I was only made aware because of the comments and now her that wearing wedding attire to anything wedding related is common sense.
Maybe not wearing wedding attire to anything wedding related is common sense.
Yeah. All I knew was the no white on the wedding day. Honestly, after people informed me, I felt awful and downright stupid. So I apologized back for not running it through her like I should have since I didn't know. A lot of people were telling me to cut her off, but I've known her since I was 14, so I'm glad we can stay friends. Her husband, on the other hand, ... He had told her that he came up to me and asked me to change, and apparently I told him it didn't matter because I was already there, or something along those lines. She was crying a lot while telling me. After she blew up at me, I told her the real story, and she got pissed at her husband. The husband suggested both of them block me so the fight would stop. She agreed to do it, but was still upset by it all. Eventually, she started asking people who were at the wedding to see what happened. 3 people saw me walk up to him and heard me ask. This is where she learned her husband lied to her. Again, a huge fight between the two. Turns out he's hated me since I met him 5 years ago. They had already been dating for a year beforehand. I became good friends with her, but not him. He felt as though I was trying to take his girlfriend. I don't know what I did to make him feel this way. She's beautiful, but I'd never do that shit to anyone. I don't know why he'd wait 5 years, but he decided the day of his wedding was the best time for him to get rid of me. I'm not sure what's going to happen to them in the future. She's staying at another friend's house until her and her husband are able to talk about it. I doubt I'll update anymore. Like, update, they're getting a divorce, because that feels insensitive. Again, thanks to everyone for all the advice and points of view. It helped me out so much. Have a good day or night.
She needs to divorce this guy.
That's
annulment.
Bro, great way to start your wedding off strong by lying to your now wife.
Did he not think that he was going to defend himself?
Right? You think he was just going to take it? He thought he could just block them both and then that's it.
That's crazy.
I was going to say, I don't understand why people get in a fight and they're like, blocked! Like, you only block someone if they're just nonstop harassing you. But no, he had a plan with that blocking. He was like, I'm going to block him and then I'll never get discovered for my wrongness. There's an edit to the update. My friend is doing a lot better and plans to talk to her husband soon. I've also shown her my post here since I felt like she had the right to know. While some comments made her quite upset, but she knows she overreacted. My friend's emotions are always intense, but she tries her best to keep them under control. She's seen people talk about red flags in her husband, but isn't sure what to do. She told me she'll decide based on what he does when they talk about it. I'll support her no matter what she decides. Even if he rubs me the wrong way and I have my own opinion on what she should do, it's up to her. She's an amazing person and I just want her to be happy.
Yeah, it must be tough to like have a friend. Watch your friend date a shitty person, then marry a shitty person. This person is like out to get you, literally sabotaging you, lying.
Literally. Yeah. That's tough.
All right.
Back to you.
Yes.